For some reason, the first video that I recorded on this camera was corrupted, so this is my intro. Today, we are going to meet up with Mark and test out some Foamies, new wheels from Slick Revolution for electric skateboards. They fit on, obviously, the Slick Revolution boards, but also my Bamboo GTX from Evolve. Little weight comparison. Okay. Let's try one of the Foamies. The Foamies are lighter, definitely. No, they're definitely lighter. Probably should use scales to work out exactly what the weight difference is, but I can't be bothered, and it won't make that much difference anyway. We're literally talking a handful of grams one way or the other. This is all quite fiddly.
It's alright.
Isn't it? See how you can get access to the motor to tighten it at the moment with the wheel on. The problem with the original ATs, putting them back on here, is actually a real pain because you can't get access to the nuts that tighten the wheel on, or tighten the motor, shall we say, to tension the belt whilst the wheel is on. So you have to take the wheel off, then tighten it up to what you think is about right, and then put it back on.
Yeah.
Which is fine, except you want the tension the same in both. It's annoying and fiddly. Thanks, Mark. Just a quick note. You are going to need the street wheels, the original ones from Evolve, if you want to put rough stuff wheels on your GTX or GTR, because you need the pinion, you need the different sized gear and belt for the back here.
And you use the AT belt cover because you can't put the street belt cover on with these wheels.
I don't know how they feel, to be honest. I'm still working it out. It's got that nice low street wheel feel to it, but it doesn't feel as hard. They definitely. I wondered, if they really would feel that different to, to the ordinary rough stuff wheels or street wheels even. It's not bad, is it?
We're interested to see what it's like when it isn't on perfect tarmac.
I always liked the feel of the street wheels, but I didn't like the way they were too kind of, you could feel everything. And this, so far, doesn't feel too bad.
Call me a tart, but I love the way that they glow purple.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Want to try?
Yeah.
Can't remember if I mentioned, we're joined today by Simon.
Hello.
Who also has, what have you got? You've got the
GT.
That's it, the Bamboo
GT, yeah. So
awesome board.
less range, but really comfortable.
Yeah, these do look good, don't they? We'll see how they work on some rougher tarmac, but so far I'm quite happy with the way these wheels go, and I might get a bit extra range out of it, you never know. Now we're going to go off for a little ride round our local lake. Not local to me, but...
Looks like you're having fun on them wheels.
Oh yes! When we're on slightly rougher tarmac, we have to swap for a minute and see how we feel with them. I think it does help that the GTX is about the flexiest electric skateboard going. I think there's definitely less effort to push this, which is brilliant, because it means more range.
Make it on grass.
Yeah, you could give it a go. Don't know how well they...
Right, feel every bump. You can feel every bump.
It's doable though, isn't it?
But how often do I spend my time riding on grass?
Yeah, but you want to be able to go over a bit of grass if you want to. Idiot squirrel!
Yeah, it's a good trade-off on both.
Well, that's what I like the idea of them, because it's a good halfway house, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is pretty much.
You don't have to worry about getting a puncture. One thing that's quite annoying though about having smaller wheels, this is true of any smaller wheels, is you can't really pick it up from the front, or you get the motors in your grass and mud and they'll get scratched. So I'm gonna reach around here and hope they're not too hot. Oh, whoops. I feel a time lapse coming on.
Whereas that was my first European trip, like in a car. First time on the Channel Tunnel, and first time in an EV across to Europe. And he went across to Dunkirk. But it was like, okay, this was easy.
The great thing, and this is the thing that you get with Tesla that you don't get with anyone else if you go to Europe, you know for 100% fact, or as close to 100% as anything is in this world, that provided you are within range of a supercharger, you're not going to be on the back of a flatbed. Whereas that can't be said for any other make of car.
No.
You know, and you don't know what it's like. You might see some app and it says, yeah, there's a charge point here. Thumbs up, it's going to be great. You turn up, it's not working.
Or not.
Or you need an RFID card and they'll only send it to your address in Germany.
Or someone's on it.
You know, or someone's on it. Exactly.
Right.
I mean, there's literally, and especially if it's a slow one that you're looking at, you might be there, you know, it might be like, well, they're on it all night long. So I hope you weren't planning on doing anything tomorrow on your holiday. And this is the thing, I mean, when I went to northern Italy in my Tesla, I didn't bother planning either. I just pointed myself at the next red dot and off we went. And because they were all like 6, 8, 10 bay superchargers, there was basically no way. I think we did wait once, but like for 5 minutes, as you do.
I was going to say, you're not going to
know,
sit there for an hour waiting for somebody to finish.
No, literally just sit for a few minutes and then you're in. But that only, I think that might have happened literally once in about 10 supercharger stops. All the rest of the time there were gaps and we would just go in and charge. And it was quick and easy and convenient, and no stress.
Yeah,
you know, and that's the key thing. I'm on holiday. I want to enjoy it. I'm not planning on having some kind of mass freak out over, is the car going to stop at the side of the motorway? Or am I going to get somewhere and find I'm stuck there?
Especially if you've got kids. I mean,
exactly.
3-year-old, and that in itself causes enough stress, like when you're on a holiday. So having that and charging issues as well. So
it's not worth it, is it?
I'd still like to go to Europe in the i3, but I just see problems ahead of it. Whereas I think if I just hired a Tesla for a week and then just done that and enjoyed it more.
Trying to get that over to someone with an ice, I always say it's like if the Shell station only had one fuel pump and it serves unleaded and it serves diesel and that super octane stuff and the super diesel, that's great. It will be on your map that you can get fuel there. Yeah. But if someone else is filling up their HGV or someone else is filling up their Fiesta or something, you're stuck waiting for them.
Speaking of filling up and waiting, I saw it was Transport Evolved on Twitter put a comment that they'd received up. They sort of tweeted about it. It was a hydrogen fuel cell car owner who bought it a few years ago. It's like 1 month from the end of the lease. At the beginning it was fine, and there's only like, I think it's 1.6 miles away, their local hydrogen refilling station, so they thought, yeah, all good. And you know, now they're a month away from the end, they're like, yeah, I can't wait to get rid of the car. Literally the night before, I think they said, they pulled in to go get a refill. The hydrogen tank was 3 hours late, but luckily still he only had to wait 45 minutes. But there was a queue of like 5 other cars waiting to fill up. And by the time he got fueled up, sort of 45 minutes later, there was another queue of cars behind him still, and it ran out. You know, because that's the thing people don't realise. You know, hydrogen infrastructure is not easier and better than electricity. It's, you know, I mean, I would be furious if that was the only way of filling my car. No charging at home, and it ran out of hydrogen.
Did you see the picture I took in Monmouth of the hydrogen station with the
Yeah, I did.
and it said, don't do this, don't do that, do this, always do this. That's your vehicle, do this. And on, on the EV charger it said, 1, push the button, 2, plug in, 3, swipe your card. Yeah. Step 4, enjoy the coffee.
You know what struck me about that was the footprint of the charger.
It's huge.
You know, you could have put a 6-bay supercharger site in the amount of space that
But
thing
it
took
did
up.
leave a lot of room for the nice mural that says, save the planet.
Yes. Also, I bet that hydrogen fueling station would have topped out at something like 10 cars.
Yeah.
You know, like literally 10 cars, and then it's like wait for the next tanker to turn up. You know, it's just...
And presumably, was that
just a total
what
non-goer.
was the location? Was it middle
Bus
of nowhere?
station.
Which is brilliant, because when you turn up and find there's no hydrogen fuel, you can get the bus home.
Yeah, bus station.
Now, unfortunately, it is time for me to head home, because I've got lots and lots of editing to do. It's been one of those days where I've been running the camera a lot. Still, I think it's just about enough time to go round the lake one more time. Not feeling a burning desire to change back to the all-terrain wheels, which is good. Here we go.
Set on their way.
Thanks for the power, Mark. Cheers, guys.
Good day.
Thank you for helping me test out those wheels.
Thank you for costing me a set of those wheels.
In me as well as the street conversion kit now as well.
Oh dear, I'm sorry. You know, there's some definite downsides to electric vehicle ownership, but on the upside, it's good fun. It is good fun.
This so desperately needs a clean.
What are you talking about?
The wheels.
They're brown. Yeah, they are brown. I think. I don't know. I've forgotten what colour they are under there.
It's well used. That's what it is. Well used colour.
Oh, brilliant. We're having a bit of a front comparison, because if we are, I win.
That's what I was expecting.
That is about the size of some cars' boots.
That's the size I was.
This one is useful, but you know, could be bigger.
And that's pointless.
I don't know, I'm not quite sure. You're going to struggle to fit any skateboard in there, if I'm honest. Alrighty. Okay, I think this is pretty much the end of the day's fun, so I'm going to say goodbye. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog post. If you have, remember to like it, share it, subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you don't already, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. More like the new GTR. The extra batteries that they put in that came at the expense of wood.
Oh, right.
They literally hollowed the bottom of the board out to fit the battery pack in, whereas with this one they didn't have to, and with the new GTR, I don't know how they've done it, but the new batteries in the GTR, they didn't hollow it out either.
Yeah, addicted, and it's your fault.
Uh-oh.